Hey, in this video, I'm going to walk you through the 6 steps to go from right now a decision where you're thinking, I think I'm going to invest in crypto, to a point where you're quite profitable and you're monitoring and you're in charge of your own destiny to be able to grow your own assets in crypto. All right. Now, before I start, I like to start these videos and remind you throughout the video that this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Do your own research. Really, what I'm sharing with you in this video is my own experience from quite close to thousands of hours of research and absorbing, making mistakes, losing money, and then getting to a point where I'm able to consistently and repeatably grow my portfolio for the benefit of myself, my family, and the people who are important to me. And that's what I want for you. So what I'll do, I'll talk through the 6 steps now, and then we'll jump into step number 1, okay, which is the solvable problem. But let me go through the 6, because if it was me and you, if I was watching a video, I'd like, what are the whole 6? Tell me the 6 before I can focus on any one of them. So, the 6, number 1, I just said the solvable problem. Now, the solvable problem is what are you actually trying to achieve? And you will realize so many times you've gone into something, whether it's an investment, whether it's in a business, whatever it may have been, not really with a clear plan. This solvable problem helps you start with the end in mind, helps you actually have something to aim towards. And then from there, we can together, by yourself, I can show you how I do it, be able to create your own solvable problem so you know where you're heading towards and how long it's going to take you to get there, right? It's number 1, solvable problem. Number 2, set up your platforms. I don't want you to go get wallets and go buy crypto yet. I want you to have a clear solvable problem. Then I'll walk you through how to set up your platforms. And only then, step number 3 is to put a little bit of money in first, right? A lot of people are scared, risk averse, don't like the sound of crypto, heard all of the horror stories, all of the charlatans, all of the places where people have lost millions and millions and millions of dollars, pounds, whatever your currency is. And by the way, everything I've just said is true. But the question is, how do you protect yourself? How do you minimize your risks? Which is very easy to do once you know what to do. And I'm going to walk you through that. But I also think that it's really sensible for people to start with an amount that they're absolutely happy to lose, but a smaller amount than likely they've got available. Because then you can see it working. You can build your own trust and confidence in the environment that I'll talk about on this journey. And then you can build your own safety as you go. Okay, that's how I did it. That's how I recommend anyone else does it. Friends and family, that's what I recommend as well. So that's number 3, deposit an initial amount. Number 4, farming and compounding. What does that mean? How will that make you money? I'll talk about that when we get to number 4. Number 5 is tracking your investment. There's one website that if you plug in your wallet, what's a wallet? You'll learn about that in number 2. But when you plug it in, you'll be able to look at it, whether you want to look at it hourly, daily, weekly, whatever you, monthly, come back in 6 months, whatever you want to do. Though if you're going to actively manage your account with farming and compounding, likely daily, and you can track this daily for free. And then lastly, monitoring the micro and macro environment. What does that mean? Well, what's happening with Bitcoin? Does it matter? What's happening in the news? Why is everyone saying everything's really bad with crypto? Does it matter? Only if you let it matter and depending on the decisions you've made. But it's really interesting and important to know those things to make sure you're protected and that you've made the right decisions, and monitoring your decisions, that when you pick an environment, again, I'll talk about that later, that your environment is doing the job it's meant to do. I've chosen an environment. I'm very happy with the environment. I'm getting to know the people behind the scenes of this project. And I'm all in, specifically from my finances perspective of my investments, because I truly believe in it. I'm not suggesting or recommending you do the same. Do your own research. I'm just explaining what I've done and what I'm doing on my journey. So they're the 6 steps. And we'll jump next to the solvable problem.